All right, I think we are live now. So today I'm going to begin building the platform for my upcoming course on Fullstack Golang web development. I'll also be testing out my new work in progress web framework for Golang, for Golang, and it's basically a web framework that's Rails-like, so no magic, no ORMs, but just the minimum amount of convention, so we can have code generation and then chef's choice around which tooling to use. So we have options for Postgres, Tailwind, SQLite. Comes with a bunch of different extensions that I'm gonna be testing out here. So let me just try and run this. Make it a little bit bigger. All right, so let me just get this out of the way. MSG platform dev, and all of that looks good. Let me just grab this. What is it? This one, create database. Go. Andurel make up. All right, go vet. I know we have an issue with. Yeah, so the workflows, it's basically background jobs workflows, doesn't pass the correct connection. All right, but if I now just say Andurel run, all right. Okay, and do we have? Okay. What are we missing? Session encryption key is not it. All right. These are set. What is it talking about? Alright, I can run at least almost run at least. So pedal API key to do, and what more API? No, webhook secret. And then update pedal. All right. All right. AWS, SES, Access. And secret And we are running. Beautiful. So Battle, AWS, SES, enemy bars not added to example. Good. Right. The first thing I want to do is set up base code. We're gonna cheat a little bit with the UI to begin with. Of course, we don't have an origin yet. So we need this. Come on, please just let me copy. What is it I need to do? It's this one, right? Yes. Base code. Then include it in here. Yes. All right, then we have a bunch of utility classes that I also need to fix. That's fine. And that's on 0.36 min JS. Get that in there. And then import base code. What did I call it? Base code 0.36 min JS. There we go. So next thing is need to get Claude. Let me just update it. And what is it we have? We have so CSS base code. There is a bunch of errors like that makes the tailwind CLI fail. Identify the underlying cause. create a plan to fix it. So while it does that, I want to create a watch.temple page. Watch page. Yeah, let's just call it that. We'll be using base. Do I wrap it in main? Yes. Just grab this to begin with. And I also need to pass a bunch of options. That should not be a function, should it? Yeah, so I pass it components heads option. Okay, and it's then what is it? Set up head and this head options. Okay, so I basically need options for all the SEO stuff. Add options for all the heads options. This is right, so I want something like something like this, right? Set title, set use func set description, yes, func set slug. Set canonical. No, because canonical, yeah, that's just right. So in home, where are we then? We will see components, set title, and it should run now. Almost. Set home like this. Could technically use raw. Do I want that? I'm not sure. No, fuck it. And I'm just going to grab the sidebar. Right. It's super weird because we should be working with Tailwind 4. That's okay. That's why we have robots. Yes. Can we actually run it now? Hey, there we go. Perfect. So, localhost 8080. We have the title. And do we also have the description? Yes. And we just set the description. Alright, great. So what is it I want now? I want to build out the watch page, and for that we will need a controller. Should that just be a page? Yes. Watch, and we just return render router, no, routes. This will just be /watch for now. and then it will add a slug later on. Yeah. Register. Where do we have home? And watch page name. And go to /watch now. No. Okay, that's because it's watch page, of course. All right, now we have a clear page. What do we want then? Sidebar. And we have the sidebar. Ugly, but we have a sidebar. Right. And it needs to ditch patch custom event. Should be able to just have this in a data on click. Great, and how is it can I set it as a so area hidden true, set as to default open. Okay. Right. Okay, that I can add later on. Should we do a theme switcher? Can I just set a default theme? Default, no. Let's try it this way around. Okay, so base, no, it's layout, yes, layout. And what was it? Class. Alright. I don't like that it does this unload. Can I not just get it to be default open? Expanded controls. Alright, I guess that's gonna be, it's gonna be for another day. And I guess basically what I want to do then, instead of having getting started, I mean, we're gonna take a lot out of the book from Aaron Francis here on his, what is his latest course? Mastering Postgres. And we just have the, yeah, that makes sense. So get rid of all of that. And then we basically need only the settings. Get rid of these and then create a component here. Sidebar element. Right. And then this is a, so this is what I would call a module, the introduction. And then this is episodes. C. And no SVG. And we will not be having, they will just be, what's the outline I have? I have module 1, so Golang, fundamentals. Let's try going with that. And then this will then go to, so the first one will be, what is it? Variables, constants, and functions. Fast. Get that out of here. All right, Golang fundamentals. Yes. And then it should be called sidebar module. And this will be called Temple sidebar Multiple episode. Yeah, this is gonna be cleaned up later. We want to then have sidebar. Yes. Get rid of all of this. This one will take an href as a string and a title. So this one should go to watch slash, I guess, variables, consts, functions, like this. Right. And this is what it looks like. Edit here instead. Can I say text? Is it text wrap? Yes. Con. And here, of course, I also have a nav bar. Can I copy that? Does he have that everywhere? Not really. Okay, that also doesn't really matter right now. So I have, what, 6 more? So what is this? There's gonna be if statements, if statement and switch statements. The next one is gonna be slices, maps, looping. Interfaces, packages, modules, and privacy. Is it go routines in one? Variables, yes. If statement, yes. Slices, structs, interfaces, packages, and okay, error handling. No, and observability. I guess technically that should also be, I have the standard library one. If I just go to watch, then we have this one open. Can I do that as well? Maybe not. So what do we have? toggle the sidebar. But this needs, of course, all of this will come from the database once we get that set up. ID submenu contents. That is not in. Okay. Why would that not be? Fair enough. Individual item by clicking a link. Group heading must have. So section. Okay. Div. Don't have any heading. Scroll bar, group label bar. I must be able to have an opening between these.
Before we dive in too far, I want to give you a little tour of what you're going to be seeing both on the website where you're watching this
And
video
that does not go.
Many times you see a screen like this and
All right.
something new, pointing and stuff, that sort of thing. Sometimes you'll see graphics to help explain some theoretical concepts a little better. But most of the
What if I
time,
go
I'm gonna be
in?
little and out of the way, and we're going to be looking at this. This is an application called Table Plus.
Elements.
It is just a SQL
So it's this one, right?
really like, and the reason I like it is I find it very ergonomic for teaching and for day-to-day usage. But if we were to do something like select star from users limit 10,
No.
then I can say like, okay, well now take this and come down here, format this.
Okay, not active then. Is this one? For state active? No. For state visited? No. Okay, so it simply just adds an open to this one. So we could just go open. Yeah. And I then add just another. Should open. No. True and then false.
I will not change. I'm not going to go dark mode. This is what you're going to see, but the interface will change. Now,
Should open and then.
17 release candidate 1. And I will call out when old versions don't have the right stuff that I'm teaching. So I think there's some instances where prior to 10, certain things weren't available, or prior to 12, this function works differently. And I will try to call that out because I know not everyone is on 17, but I did want to be on the most recent version at the time of recording. And the place that I get my local Postgres is from the Fine proprietors of Postgres.
All right, and of course, if I open one like this, we close the other ones. So we need a signal. Should we define this here? say data signal. To reference, what is it? Data star signals. So active module. Just one, and then this has an ID. Could that just be the ID that it will have from the database? ID string. Then we don't have this one, and we don't have this one. We only have this one. And then we can use data editor open then it's what is it? Active module, like this, no? Okay, I can still open. I cannot open. Why can I not open? Because it needs to have ID. Where is the base code? It has. So details has submenu contents. Module contents plus ID. Module details. And then module episodes. Still cannot click it. Is that because the sub menu? No, that will also not make any sense. Why? ID. Am I not having an ID? We have an ID. If we move this, so this one has, and now we can open again. Great. And the active module is defined higher up, right? So the active module is one. Can I just add true? Maybe I'm using adder wrong. I'm not using adder wrong. That's good. Active. Okay, so it's like this. It would then be open. It's not pretty. Okay. But if I just set it to true, is it that much? Like this? It's just an expression, right? Then it has to evaluate the true. Right. Because this of course also needs to be in brackets. Now we are cooking. So active module equals the plus ID plus yes, good. And now we need to, what is the higher level we are clicking at? The li. So we say data on click, then we set yeah. Okay, we're getting somewhere. And we also need to have an title here. So the first one is Golang fundamentals, and the next one is MVC and application structure. So data on click. And I guess we can. So what does Aaron do? That's the big. Yep. So if we say we can use a ternary expression, and how is it if this. We should set the active module now. So unexpected token. Cannot do ternary extraction. Should be able to do ternary. Equals to this. Right. There we go. Beautiful. And now I would also like to have can add a class, just add a bunch of padding now to see what happens. Nice. So I'm guessing that it's where is the border defined in this one? Yes. If I do border left 1px solid blue, hey, it's this one. So if we do class border none, right, and then on this one we do class border L to see what that gives us. Yes. Hover, rounded. Is it rounded none? No, it has a hover state. Which one gets the hover? No. Okay. So say hover border L white. Is that correct? Yes. this one must have some padding on the x-axis. Get out of here, police. Impartial policewoman. Alright. It would be nice to get rid of... Yeah, because we already have that one, and I can't... It has to be this one, right? So... Our text green. So that's padding. Okay, we are getting somewhere. I guess I want rounded none. Why can't I figure out what text gray? Our text white. And we define it up here. So what is actually applied? It's a background color. Default transition, no. Okay, I'm gonna leave this for now. This is fine. This is perfectly fine. And maybe say what Copilot is saying no. Top, right, bottom, left. Not the right place. So this one, what? Padding. PX just set to, I don't know, 4. Something happens. Yeah. And then we need some signals from the backend whenever we load the page. Great. And we set the active module in here. Brilliant. So let me update the routes to actually include a slug. And yeah. So what do we have? We have slug. If slug equals, then we just say, what is it? C redirects C other, and then we redirect to strings, place, routes, watch page, and I can actually just go and see if I can remember how I do. Yeah. So instead of register, I register with slug. And then in controller, I just call URL with variables, constants, functions. So now no, because I am an idiot. Can I actually just register a route? And watch what defaults. Then default. Right, so if I go to something here, then we go to this one. Then we never have, we shouldn't have this one, so we look it up, right? Then I should be able to grab SSE, data star, new SSE on the response and the request, and say SSE patch signal. And how is I do this? I guess I can say map string active module, and let me just say 1. Then I guess we need to say patch tempo. Right. Nope. Can I still say render here? I don't believe I can when I have SSE. What if I put an just put an ID here, watch page? Can I do that? And at least have it render? No. Because we are sending back all of this as we should, and it's annoying. So it just sends back a signal. So if I don't do this, wow, it should be good. Yeah, then we are good. Because we return HTML. So I can't do can I do it after? So just return this if error. Nope. That in essence the. Alright. So to do this, the views watch. This one needs to be a data on click, and it then needs to be get plus href, no, plus href plus close, no, plus this, right? But then we don't get the URL change and we lose the navigation history, right? We still just redirect, so the click needs to come from here. So what is the alternative? Render like this. So we actually render the page. Yep. No, it's the wrong approach. It's because we want this history thing to work. click for these ones. Get plus so what if we instead take request and it's a header why we do send a text stream. So the header we get is can we say data star dash request, so if equals to true, yeah. Get this. Patch temple. No. Element temple. Yes. Forget about this for now. And I want to set it to 2, so now. Yeah. So it's working, sort of. Failed to construct. then that will then update the player, but we never get the URL. You can go back. Could also just be smart about it and not even show it. Yeah, get it out of here. And then player. So player here. Slug string. Player. Yes. Just running into an issue with echo here. Right, so if I just do this, get rid of this. And I don't know what I want to do with this yet. Can I just server side? I'm not really sure what to do here because this doesn't really work. The way I wanted to. Data star, can it not just actions? Headers, no. Retry, no. Response. Is it I really want this to, so I don't have to load an entire page every time. Maybe I'm also just trying to do too many things. Can I do this? Nope. Why am I seeing this? So this will just do a whole, I mean, is it my, slices, maps, looping, structs and interfaces, packages and privacy, error handling, observability, go routines and channels. Of course, also need to set so we set open cover. So of course, also need to do some more here to get it highlighted. Do I even care about this? Shouldn't I just load the entire page? Because I need to update the headers anyways. Right, they also need to yeah, okay, fuck it. So as ID. So we do another data signals active episode plus slug active episode slug active episode slug, and then down here pass in slug string, then in controller pass slug here. So data, what is it, data class? I think data class, yeah, data class, and then almost. Why can't we do this? Do this, right? Then I should also be able to do this. Because we want to do this and say equals to href string length. No. Plus do we get it now? Nope. it? Active episode that of course also needs to be in brackets. Shouldn't really be necessary, but let's just should actually just accept slug this. Let me say /watch. We don't say /watch, we say routes watch .url past the slug. And then we remove all of these. Great. And then this one now needs to be what is the data classes? Actually think this is probably easier with our temple KV. It's not easier, no it's not. And this one needs to be which should be true. What if I instead do data computed because it has needs its own name, doesn't work. this off. Let me go back. No. And wrap this in this. That's just annoying. Using data class wrong? What the hell? Okay. Does it continue to? Okay, error is not defined. Modules. Okay. Good. And then now this needs to be there we go. This again is the issue with returning the entire page. We could just let this sidebar be non-existent. So we don't have this jitter. Okay, doesn't matter. So this needs to be fixed, active. Yeah, then we need to have a module. All right, I think that's gonna be it for today. Where are we there? Yeah, I'm gonna stop it here. See you next time, probably on Wednesday, I think.